Well, a tight game, a loss, but an OV goal. You know what? I'll take it. Caps lose 3-1, technically 2-1 with the empty net goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. But yeah, our place in the standings is good. We were due for a bit of a lull, and Alex Ovechkin, like I said, did score in this game, so it's fine. Although that is 3 losses in a row now here for the Washington Capitals, so you would like to see them get back on track sooner rather than later. Let's get into this one, babes, before we move on. First period, the Caps are sent to an early penalty kill here by the referees, and they come up with a great penalty kill, and so the score remains 0-0. Then Jacob Chychrun appears to have scored the game's first goal, but it gets called back after a coach's challenge for a high stick. Not on the actual goal itself. No. This was challenged for a high stick way prior to the actual goal being scored. So it remains 0-0. And then just to add more salt to the wound here, the Caps, they head to yet another penalty kill here already in this game. But they kill this one off too. Another great penalty kill by your Washington Capitals keeps the score 0-0. Then, though, the Lightning, they get a third straight power play in this first period. Must be nice. And the Lightning finally score on this one, which is probably easier to do when you have had 3 straight. So 1-0 Lightning on the power play goal by Mitchell Chaffee. And so, just to recap the fine work of the officials in this first period so far, the Lightning to this point have had 3 power plays, the Capitals have had 0 power plays, and the Caps have also had a goal called back. Seems fair. Anyways, that is how the first period would end. 1-0 for the Lightning. Second period, no scoring. Third period, 6 minutes and 8 seconds in. Gage Goncalves, I hope I'm saying that right. Goncalves, I'm not sure. Anyways, he scores a goal here to put the Lightning up 2-0. They say that is just his second goal all season so far, although you would not know it with that shot. Great shot by him. And yeah, he doubles the lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-0 now. But later in the third period, just under 4 minutes remaining, salvation, baby. Alex Ovechkin with the big goal for the Caps. And it is a big goal here because not only does it bring his team within 1 goal with still, like I said, just about 4 minutes left to play here in regulation. So a big goal that way brings his team within 1. But it is also obviously a very big goal because it is also the 884, folks. I can't even believe it as I say it out loud. It is such a huge number. But yeah, it is the 884th goal of his NHL career. So it is huge as well for that reason. And honestly, Matt Roy fanning on his initial shot here is probably the best thing that could happen to the Washington Capitals here in this moment, because Matt Roy fans on the shot, but who is right there to pick up that puck and spin and fire is none other than the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. Soon to be the greatest in NHL history anyway. Officially, you know what though? I have been saying for quite a while that he is the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. It has only been a matter of time until it becomes official numbers wise. But yeah, you could see this coming for quite a few years now, right? So Alex Ovechkin, he is now 10 goals away from tying that mark set by Wayne Gretzky, 11 goals away from breaking it and claiming sole possession, like I said, on that all-time list, most goals scored NHL history. That will make it official, folks. He will become the greatest goal scorer indisputably in NHL history. And yeah, that's the big picture, right? But small picture here as well. Like I said, this goal by Alex Ovechkin brings the Caps within a goal with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left to play. Matt Roy gets the assist on the spin and fire shot by Alex Ovechkin that beats Andrei Vasilevsky. 2-1 now for the Bolts. Ovechkin's 31st goal of this season already, by the way. Remember, he missed a month and a half with a broken leg mid-season. He is 39 years old and has 31 goals still even with missing all of those games this season. So this goal down the stretch makes it very interesting for the Caps in this game. But ultimately, yeah, they have to pull their goaltender here for the extra attacker. And unfortunately, Brandon Hagel, he puts it into the empty net for the Bolts, making it 3-1 for Tampa Bay, and that, unfortunately, would be your final score. All right, babes, that is going to be it for this one. An unfortunate turn of events here for the Caps. Like I said at the top of the video there, as they have now lost 3 straight. That has not happened very often at all for the Caps this season. They haven't even lost 2 in a row very frequently at all this season. So 3 straight now. We're hoping that they can turn it around here soon. But like I said, I think that they have earned a little bit, or a lot, frankly, of the benefit of the doubt from us fans. So we will see what happens in the next game against the Ottawa Senators. But yeah, for now, like, unless this losing streak gets really long and really bad here, these have been a couple of tight games. You know, they're just coming out on the wrong end of it for once. So we will see, like I said, what happens going forward. But I, for now, am choosing to keep the faith. This is a very, very good hockey team. And yeah, like I said, they have earned the benefit of the doubt from us throughout this season so far. So we'll see what happens next game against the Ottawa Senators, but we are not hitting that panic button yet here. I'm confident, frankly, that they will stop this thing at just the 3 games for the losing streak. 3 games. Many teams would kill to just have a 3-game losing streak. So, babes, as always, thank you all so much for being here. If you enjoyed the video, please click on that like button down below. If you really enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button for me as well if you haven't already done so. If you have already done so, you know, share it with your friends, with your family, with your fellow Caps fans, your fellow hockey fans in general. Let's get the word out there that we are doing these videos for every Capitals game this season. And many of you have been sharing these videos around. I have noticed that. I appreciate it so, so much. I love you guys for that. Really, I do. I'm working so hard on these, so it is really, really great to see the subscriber numbers growing. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Mwah. Love you guys, seriously. Babes, it's been a blast, even though we lost. I just really enjoy making these videos for you guys. I really enjoy reading all of your comments, all of your thoughts on these games and on the Capitals season so far. And obviously, babes, we have the trade deadline coming up here shortly. So hold your breath, right? We'll see what happens. Personally, and this is just a personal opinion, but personally, I don't really want to see the Caps do too much, like no big, larger moves. I don't really want to see them shake up the chemistry that they have going on right now in the dressing room, what has been described as magical chemistry, literally, within that locker room. So I would kind of rather them just pretty much leave it alone, maybe add, around the edges a little bit, depth players, things like that. But other than that, I really don't think they need too much, and I really don't want to see them mess with the chemistry of the locker room. So we'll see what they do. But yeah, that should be exciting, not just, with the Capitals and the trade deadline, but with all these teams around the league, seeing what everyone is going to do. So we will be keeping an eye on that. Babes, again, thank you so much for being here. I've blabbered on long enough. Until next time, and as always, babes, let's go Caps.